Joining in progress automatically within Crispin's core has never been easier. As you can see in my playlist right now, I'm on essentially a live event, such as if I was on a live sporting event that was running long, and that is making me over on my subsequent programs that are supposed to air after it. So if I want to join those back in progress, it's much easier to have the system automatically calculate all of that for you without you bringing out your old trusty timecode calculator and editing that playlist. All I have to do for this is right-click an event, go down to my JIP menu, and tell it to set a JIP start. Now, when I do that, I do want to double check that this is correct. This is important because it's going to use this for the math to determine how far it needs to join into that event. And then I also really encourage you to use this insert predefined bumper event. It makes life easier for you, and also it makes it so that you've got a good clean join in progress when it has that, traditional slide right in front of the actual event that's going to join in progress on. And the rest of it's automatic. So now that I've hit OK, notice that it did several things right off the bat, right? Even before I've rolled out of my live event. Okay? So it inserted that JIP bumper, and it's already been calculating essentially what I'm going to have to fall on. So let's go ahead and hit play next to roll out of my live event and see it do the rest of the work. Right. So one thing that we've made sure and added to this product when we made this design for our join in progress is we wanted to give you as much indication as possible on what the system is actually doing. So this little chain link that we have here is a good example of that. This is showing you basically where the JIP start is all the way through its window, and then the different fills that I have in this chain link tell me what's actually happening. So these events that have been commented out that show a filled in chain link, these are events that are marked as basically commercials. And our system is made aware of those and will insert those into a special make good event cabinet drawer that will allow you to easily detect what you skipped over to make good on them later. But then also the most important one is this green chain link. This is showing you where it is calculated that it's going to actually join in progress. So we can already see it starting to queue. It's good timing actually. And when this prior event, the JIP bumper, is now airing essentially, we'll see it join this program in progress. This was originally around a 22-minute segment, and you can see that it just subtracted all of that to actually join it in time with only about a minute and a half left of the program. Essentially what it did is it made a temporary SOM that you can see is quite large here at this point to do that. Now, when it's done calculating and executing, it also throws in a comment line right above the event that it joined, just to show you what the original event was so you can compare. So for example, as I'd mentioned before, this was a 22-minute, 33-second program segment that it joined in about a minute and a half in. As far as joining an event, though, it is as simple as that. As you saw, all I had to do was right-click on that event, tell it to JIP start, and then it did all the rest from there. But as I'd mentioned as well, we show you what items you skipped over that will need to be made good on. And to do that, I bring in this additional tool that we have on the right-hand side of our core page, and it's called our Make Good drawer, as I'd noted before. Now notice I have those 4 spots in here, and if we were looking back, these were the ones in the chain link that were filled in. Lets me know when they were originally scheduled to air, and of course what material ID those are. This is more than just showing me a list though. I can actually use this to drag these on in, say for my next upcoming break or whatever it may be. And by doing that, I'm making good on them, right? And notice how it removes them from the list when I'm doing this as well. That way, I know that I have inserted them in the list. They're being made good. They'll show up in my as run as well too for billing purposes, and I know I don't need to drag them on in again. And in case you're wondering, if I had, the same spot material ID that had been joined over or skipped over as part of our join in progress multiple times, it would show up in that make good drawer as many times as it was skipped over. So I'd know I need to make it good that many times. All right, so with the make good drawer, as well as that right click option, again, join in progress has never been easier.